Hey folks, I've made a considerable amount of progress on my build of the Rumpler C.IV. At least I think it's a considerable amount. I'm almost through step 5, which is the step where you seal in the interior frame and the engine uh, into the fuselage. Except I have not yet, per step 4, built the appropriate version of the Spandau machine gun, which will sit on the right-hand side in the front there, opposite the copper brass-colored oil tank. I did finish the Daimler Mercedes. It's either a D6 or a D4 engine. I say that because it's referred to both ways in the instructions. I think they might have used a little bit better proofreading, and I'm not going to check out which one's right. I don't always do that amount of research. I rarely do that amount of research. I just want to make sure I get the pieces to fit. And I have test fitted the Daimler Mercedes engine into the engine bay, and it will go in. I did not put it in yet because today was largely a painting day. Yes, my crew members fit really the way I want. They are not cemented in. They are not going to be cemented in. I still have to put the Parabellum machine gun, which is about the last thing you do, around the observer's cockpit or opening ring. And then I may just have to adjust the arms a little further. But the nice thing is both of these figures, crew members, can slip in and out of the aircraft once it's all sealed up. And I'm very happy about that. Now, I should qualify that because I'm just realizing that it might be a little tricky to get the pilot in once the wings or the top wing is put on. So probably he will be permanently attached inside the pilot's compartment there. Pretty sure the observer gunner can get in and out. He can right now, and that top wing will not extend over, should not obstruct egress. Okay, the reason I didn't attach either of these anyway, let's see if I can get this out. There we go. Ease out. Oops, and I almost knocked it over. I knocked over my engine. Okay, get him out. I did, probably can't see it too much in the light because this is gray primer up here, but the bottom now, it almost looks identical, doesn't it? It's in the German aircraft light blue, very pale blue-gray, which is the undersurface for the fuselage, as well as I painted the undersurfaces for both wings, the horizontal stabilizer, the landing gear, and a few other odds and ends. Oh, the struts, which are all in a very, very pale blue, which looks very gray in this afternoon light, but so be it. Okay, So, things are going quite well now, and I will be going to, of course, after I finish, I will do that Spandau machine gun, and then I still will not insert those yet because I'm going to completely paint the fuselage with the camo colors of mauve and dark green, light green. It'll be just so much easier to seal up the openings if the engine and the crew members are not in there. So, step 6, pretty straightforward. The horizontal stabilizer, the fin, the rudder, the elevators. I did put in those pieces down below the underside of the fuselage, which sealed the bottom up. And then, of course, the skid and the supports. Then over to, that's 6 and 7. Then over to 8, moment of truth, putting in the bottom wings. I've test fitted them, They are painted on the bottom. Of course, I'll have to paint the upper surfaces first. That's in a green and mauve camouflage pattern. And then the 8 struts go in. And then, and then you've got the cabane strut section that meets up in the middle there. Then we've got the panels that seal in or cover up most of what can be visible of the engine. One little picture, but of course fraught with tension, putting on the top wing, step 10. Radiator, exhaust manifold, landing gear, propeller, parabellum machine gun, gun ring, and then rigging. I expect each of those, not each of those, but some of those will take us several sessions because there's still a lot of exterior painting to do. All of the light blue is done, but the green shading and the mauve needs to be done. I have decided, I didn't go on the results of the poll, although I found them interesting. If memory serves me correctly, this was the most popular choice among those who participated in my poll. I really, really like it. I think it's spectacular. But because I've got an aircraft, an C.IV with striped struts, I chose not to do it. And I'm going to do the Scarab Beetle. Lots of purple, and I just love that big Scarab Beetle on the side of the fuselage, both sides actually. I also like the contrasting pale blue wheel covers and the white rudder. And I just have a preference for the more up-to-date, the straight crosses that replaced the Maltese cross in the late spring or early spring of 1918. So that's the one that we're going to go for. Okay, that's it. Very pleased. Pretty much got it sealed up. I got most of the seams, made most of them invisible, thanks to some judicious sanding and sprue goo. They may not be absolutely perfect with under a magnifier, but pretty good. Everything in the end of the day so far has fit really well after a lot of careful fitting, test fitting, ad infinitum. Okay, not infinitum, just maybe 4 or 5 times sometimes. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.